Have two?
My neighbor lady caught 15 of them in one coop.
You're kidding me.
Oh, I got her 2 cages. I said, what'd you do with them? She said, my husband dropped them off out there at the end out in that country. My nephew told me, he said, I can take care of the man, Phil. Put him in there, I'll hit him in the head. I said, oh, why you didn't do that? Yeah, he said, I would. It aggravated me enough, too.
I don't know what we're going to do.
They want to get up on the porch and it's carpet. You can't get rid of that smell.
Yeah, that smell is the worst.
Yeah.
It's the worst. But the two that we have, they use the box regularly. Di keeps it clean. She said, I don't know what we're going to do about this. And I said, we're not getting rid of them. I really like them. They're just the sweetest little things.
Yeah.
We've had them
I like them
about
when they're kittens.
Yeah.
When they're kittens.
Well, she had them declawed and deneutered.
Yeah. But since she's opened up out there, I think people just drop them off more and the rest
Well,
of
you
them.
know they are.
Yeah, and I don't know what she does if she gets overcrowded. Does she fix them, turn them loose?
It's expensive to have that done. Very expensive.
There's a lot of stuff that I don't understand.
Phyllis, I've decided I'm getting older. I've decided I'm getting older. Isn't that awful?
No.
Okay, we'll go ahead and get started. You ready, Dave, back there? Okay. All right, well, first of all, thank you everyone for coming today to this year's State of the City address. First, I want to thank the city employees that have made this year such a successful year. From the department heads to the part-time help, all the city employees have done an excellent job for the people of Peru, and I couldn't be more proud of them. The city is moving forward with a unified vision of cleaning up the town, getting rid of blighted buildings, tackling tough issues of the drug epidemic, and focusing on our downtown, bringing people, entertainment, business, and jobs back to the heart of our community. Block by block, neighborhoods are looking better. Citizens are using the large item pickup program and have paid the city $2,956 to pick up 368 mattresses, pieces of furniture, and appliances. 379 violations letters have been sent to unkept properties, and our code enforcement department has picked up 77 mattresses, 83 tires, 55 pieces of furniture, and 48 TVs, and 25 piles of other trash. We're cutting out the rot of dangerous and dilapidated homes out of our neighborhoods. In 2014, the city was awarded $813,000 through the state's Hardest Hit Fund to tear down blighted homes. In January of 2016, the city was on the verge of losing the grant due to the lack of progress in the program. By the end of 2016, we were able to shepherd 8 homes through the program and get them torn down, starting the long overdue process of saving the grant for the program for the city. And as of this week, the city has begun to demolish the next batch of 17 homes through the blight elimination program. Outside of the grant program, the city was able to tear down 5 homes last year with city funds and has already torn down 10 homes this year, along with the crumbling South Broadway buildings, which were an eyesore for far too long. That is a total of 40 residential and 2 commercial buildings demolished, making the city safer and more aesthetically pleasing. But we are doing more than just tearing down buildings. Many homes have been fixed up and brought up to code by owners after being notified by the building commissioner to do so. The city is also working with the Systems of Care Governance Coalition and Advantage Housing to develop programs and receive grants for homelessness and assistance for home maintenance to keep homeowners in their homes. Systems of Care Governance Coalition is also working with the city to tackle the drug epidemic that ravishes the entire country. Locally, we have developed Life Cycle, a program that takes unclaimed bikes that the police department collects, gets them fixed at a local bike shop, and with the financial help of the Peru Lions Club, gets them into the hands of people with transportation needs. People like Dusty Benj, a Peru resident who was forced to sell her car and help pay for medical bills, Dusty now has a reliable means of transportation to get her to her appointments and around town. The program also seeks to help recovering addicts keep employment and to make it to work in recovery meetings after losing a license or the financial means to have a car. The Peru Police Department is also working hard to combat the drug epidemic. The Peru Police Department raised over $30,000 last year through citizens' donations and fundraising to obtain 2 canine units. Our officers, along with their new canine companions, are vigilant and working hard under the new management to safeguard our city, and the numbers show the results. Since 2015, the number of arrests have increased by 45%, while the number of calls for service have only increased by 1.5%. And since the canine units started in July of last year until April 30th of this year, they have been deployed 254 times, helping take down suspects, track criminals, and sniff out drugs, finding nearly 90 grams of marijuana, 691 grams of heroin, and 589 grams of meth. The fire department has gone above and beyond to assure the safety of Peru and the surrounding residents. The Peru Fire Department has applied for and received 50 doses of Narcan on May 16th this year from the state. Those life-saving medications were distributed throughout the county as first responders to those who previously had no supply of Narcan. On top of a year with many dangerous structure fires, heartbreaking automobile accidents, and many other EMS and rescue calls, the Peru Fire Department worked with the Red Cross to distribute nearly 100 smoke detectors in 2016. Also, after making a run to respond to a 911 call about an infant who was accidentally smothered to death in its blankets after being laid down to sleep, the fire department has also started a safe infant crib program called DOSE. The firefighters are trained on safe infant care and can educate inexperienced parents on safe sleeping practices and have given out 2 new cribs to young families. The department has also partnered with Duke's Memorial Hospital and Birthright to purchase and hand out new infant car seats to those in need. Animal Control is also helping to clean up the town, working with Purdue and Priority for Paws program. The city has spayed or neutered 102 unclaimed cats from the streets and from the Scratching Post Cat Rescue. Animal Control also took 609 animal-related calls and brought in 182 dogs in 2016. Beyond cleaning up the city and keeping its citizens safe, the city of Peru has been busy on regular maintenance and upkeep of the city's facilities and laying down the groundwork for future projects. The street department paved a total of 13.8 lane miles of road, removed 50 loads of concrete sidewalks at no cost to the property owners to help repair sidewalks, and kept our streets and downtown clean. The amount of various jobs and work done by the street department is truly too long to cover in this speech. So please take a look at the impressive list of duties and jobs done by the street department in the numbers packet. The traffic department has also been busy getting out the new speed signs to different places throughout Peru, reminding drivers to slow down and to enjoy the views. And new bike path markings are going up throughout town to help people visiting Peru on the Nickel Plate Trail navigate through town. The traffic department has also applied 370 gallons of yellow paint, 45 gallons of white paint, and 1,750 pounds of reflective glass beads to the roads. The Parks Department is keeping the people of Peru playing and had another successful Easter egg hunt thanks to volunteers and friend of the parks, Kent Workman's organizing. The Parks Department has also finished the remodel of Davis Park and approved expansions to the park system with plans for a dream court and space for the remodeled sighting train cars. We also have a new and very hardworking golf supervisor, Gary Clark, at the municipal golf course, and the golfers all say the golf course looks better than they can ever remember. Since taking the job this spring, I don't think Gary has taken a single day off, and the care that he's taken shows. Peru Utilities is also tackling the big task of updating our drinking water to make it safer. The projects, totaling nearly $9 million, will provide better, safer, and more efficient delivery of great water to Peru's residents. Peru Utilities was also able to obtain a grant from the Office of Community and Rural Affairs for $550,000 to help keep the cost of these improvements down. The city also continues to make Peru a better place to live, shop, work, and discover with the great volunteers at Rediscover Downtown Peru. The city contributed $20,000 in 2016 to Rediscover Downtown Peru, which has given out matching grants to downtown building owners to fix up downtown building facades and roofs. Rediscover has given grants to more than a dozen downtown businesses to help pay for facades and given out nearly $50,000. The city of Peru also bought 9 awnings for those and other businesses totaling over $18,000. In an effort to bring people back into our downtown and showcase our many downtown businesses, Rediscover Downtown Peru's volunteers Steve Anderson and Gina Cunningham organized our first Second Saturday event. Modeled after surrounding First Friday events, the festival brought hundreds of people to our downtown for entertainment, bands, face painting, kids crafts, and many even saw the mayor get attacked on the courthouse lawn by one of our police dogs. All in all, in an effort to bring people back to downtown to rediscover all the things we have to offer here. Many of the downtown businesses reported the event as a huge success. 3 downtown restaurants reported that they had their best night since opening night. Other businesses said that they had more people come through their business than they'd had in a typical month. The city has also reached an agreement with CSX to purchase more than 40 acres of undeveloped riverfront property. This is the final chapter in negotiations going back to 1990 between the city and the railroad for control of the site. The purchase now clears the way for development along one of our greatest natural resources, the Wabash River, where people can often see bald eagles fishing in its waters. The untapped potential of this land is exciting and vast and will no doubt be the subject of future great announcements. We have already begun to see the seeds of development take root in spring here in Peru. We have seen our 3rd Dollar General store built and 2 new Casey's stores. Wings Etc. has come and made good use of a dilapidated building. McDonald's and Pizza Hut's completely remodeled and updated their locations, along with many downtown businesses. The significance of each of these is much greater than one might initially think. The newly built stores, such as Dollar General and Casey's, represent an investment in our community of anywhere between $1 million and $3 million, which pays the city between $30,000 and $90,000 in property taxes each year. Taxes that help pay for the police and the firefighters that protect us, and help pay for the streets to be paved and our parks to be maintained. They will each employ Peru people that need extra income to make ends meet. Peru is growing. We are on the upswing. Let's keep going. Great things are happening here in Peru, and I invite you to come join us. Come out to the next Second Saturday and discover your next favorite place to eat or find your next favorite place to shop. Get on a bike and enjoy the bike trails that other people travel for hours to get here, right here in Peru. Come out and enjoy our many festivals and reacquaint yourself with our rich and fascinating past. Go ask Debbie Wallach at United Way about our many wonderful volunteer groups and join one that's tackling the problems you see here in Peru. Because if you have a concern, we have a dedicated group of people trying to solve it. I guarantee it. Thank you again for coming to the City Address, and thank you for caring about our city.